Well, today is the sanding day for the console. Yesterday, George did the Cabosil filled all the screw holes, especially the larger holes. And then what I did today is I hit it with 80 grit paper first, and I'm just grinding down the Cabosil where George purposely left it high. You'd rather leave it high than too low. So high, we bring it down and get all of those rough sands done. I've been working on that all morning. That'll take me another maybe hour or so, and then what I'm going to do is blow it with air, because a lot of times you have pinholes where the Cabosil had an air bubble and so forth, and when you sand it down, you end up with these tiny little holes that fill up with the sanding dust, and you don't see them. So you got to blow it off with air and then inspect it closely, and then you'll see the fine little pinholes. Then I use this Formula 27 by Evercote, very nice product. It's a two-part epoxy type of product. I mix it up with a spatula, and then I put a smear over it. And I go over all of the little places where there might be depressions. I leave it a little bit proud, a little bit on the high side, because it sands very well. So I go up all of the imperfections, all of the fill holes with the Formula 27. And then, in some places I actually have to use my fingers. Some places your hand works better than anything else, because rounded surfaces, radiuses such as this, it's very difficult to get in here with a tool. So I'll just take some of the Formula 27 on my fingertip and just run it along this concave radius, and when it hardens up, then by hand I'll rub some sandpaper in there, smooth it out. You get a real nice finish, gets rid of all the imperfections, because the old grip paint is not a real heavy paint. It's very thin, even 3 coats with a primer. You're not going to fill an imperfection. You're going to see it, and that's the whole idea. When this is done, we want it to be a real finished, fine product with no obvious problems and imperfections and so forth. So the time you put in and prep for this before paint is worth every minute of it to the final appearance of the job. So that's today's job.